All right, I have out my math journal. I'm getting ready to get started taking some notes and writing down some problems in here. If you forgot your math journal, hit pause, go get it, and come right back. All right, but once you have your math journal, at the top, your group is working on comparisons, word problems. Okay, so I want you to write that really big at the top of your paper, comparison word problems. We are either going to be comparing using multiplication or division. So I'm just going to put that little multiplication and that division sign right next to it to remind me that that's what we're studying. Take a second to copy that down. If you need to press pause for more time, go for it. All right, once you get that down, we're talking about comparison word problems, meaning Miss Gus is 5 times as old as her cousin. How old is Miss Gus? We're talking about those kinds of word problems where we're not comparing based on addition or subtraction. We're comparing with multiplication and division. So let's try the one I just gave you. Miss Gus is 5 times older than her cousin. So remember we had our scale. If we put Miss Gus's cousin on this side and we put Miss Gus over here, Miss Gus is 5 times older. So if I put 5 of Miss Gus, that's going to be way too old. So I got to think about which one do I have to multiply by 5 to make them equal. 5 of my cousin equals 1 Miss Gus. So I'm 5 times my cousin is Miss Gus's age. And so this is what it's looking like on my scale. 5 times the age of my cousin makes it balanced with Miss Gus. So that's equal. So if I write my equation out, 5 times C equals G. We have 2 variables. We can't solve it if it has 2 variables. All right, so let me go ahead and give you some more information. Let's say that Miss Gus is 25. 5 times Miss Gus's cousin equals Miss Gus, 25 years old. All right, see how I did that? I added a little bit more information. Now we can figure out how old is Miss Gus's cousin. Well, 5 times something equals 25. I'm probably going to draw my fact family triangle. 25, 5. 5 times what equals 25? 5. So my cousin is 5 years old. The words that help us out for this is times, 5 times as much. Okay, 5 times as much lets me know that one of the sides needs to be multiplied. Okay, the tricky one, the one that you guys really need to focus on, because I think you figured out the times part, is what happens if it says, sorry, I can't get the paper on the screen. What happens if it says Miss Gus is 1, I want to write this one down. Miss Gus is 1/3 the age of her grandmother, grandma, who is 90. Okay, so again, let's try drawing this this scale. We have Miss Gus's age. We have grandma's age. I'm going to put grand on that side. Okay, now we have to make them equal so that the balance is level. How? It says Miss Gus is 1/3. 1/3, I like to think of as, look at a division sign. It's a dot, a line over a dot. Fractions are just the same way. So if I put 1 divided by 3, that line right there still means divide. That's one way to look at a fraction. So I like to think of 1 divided by 3. I'm going to have to divide somebody's age by 3. Now, does it make more sense to say Miss Gus divided by 3, my age divided by 3 equals my grandma? Or does it make more sense that grandma's age divided by 3 equals my age? I'm thinking my grandmother's probably a lot older than I am. So I bet I have to divide hers divided by 3 would give me mine. So I'm going to put 1, so grandma divided by 3 is going to equal Gus's age. Okay? Whenever you see a fraction like that in a word problem where it's comparing 2 things, she's 1/3 as old, she has 1/2 as many, Those kinds of things really just means to divide. And in this case, the bottom, the denominator, was a 3, so we're dividing by 3. Grandma's age is 90. So 90 divided by 3 is going to give me, now that's tricky because we don't really know those yet, but we do know 9 divided by 3 is 3 with 1 0 tacked on, so 30. We kind of talked about that a little bit. Don't worry if you didn't quite get that one. Okay, so today you're going to be working a little bit more on division, and that is to practice these fractions that you guys are having a little bit of trouble with because they're a little confusing, and I understand that. Just remember, when you see that fraction bar, 1/3 as much, 1/2 as much, 1/5 as much, 1/4 as much, that just means you're dividing by the number that's the denominator. That's all you're doing. Don't let it trick you.